everybody. Welcome to the That's How We Roll channel. Tonight, Misfits of Alseta. This is a D&D 5e game, and all the lovely players before you are playing level 10 characters. And before we get to know them, we're going over to Lee for an announcement.
Hi, I'm Lee.
Welcome back,
I have
buddy.
an announcement. Idle Champions. Did you forget? Well, the Forgotten Realms remembers. And it's Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realm. I don't know. They are a really fun idle game where you set formations, you run them into battle. It's really great. A lot of D&D characters, Baldur's Gate characters, legends. One Penelope Halfpint, played by Hope Lavelle, with a new capybara familiar.
Yeah.
You should get it if you want to get a free Electrum chest code. Well, I don't know where you're supposed to put the code in, but I have a code, and it is Mezi Odia Gull. Once again, that is Mezi Odia Gull. And while I'm here, I'm also Lee. I'm back. And I am the druid of the group. Still. Still bad at animals, too. And I've watched the episode from last week, so this is fine. April, you're number 2.
I'm number 2. Hi. Thanks, Lee. I'm April. You can find me all over the internet as April Raygun. I play Nira, the Kobold Bard. Haha, gotcha. Sorry, you guys have no idea what I'm talking about.
I timed that really well because April totally called me out. Yes, I did. And so I'm just revenge. It's fine. Hey, everybody. My name is Jacob Plicque, Duval King Jacob, all over the internet. See him pronouns. As per usual, I'll be playing Kotatar. He's a Githzerai Horizon Walker Ranger. Also, he, him. And also, I have a small announcement. On May the 4th, this Saturday, I'll be over on the twitch.tv ADHD Druids channel for a little Star Wars 5e May the 4th be with you charity one-shot. So if you're down to hang out with your boy a couple days later from now, you should totally come hang out and do that because that'll be really cool. And then, blow up the game or something because that's like really fun. It's the best. Charity streams are the best chaos. So yeah, that's me.
I forgot I'm also going to be there on the 5th.
Yes, you did.
Kia ora, I'm Dani Denova. I am a voice actor as well as an illustrator in many things. Voice acting in Doom 2, which you may have seen in theaters at some point recently. I am Tutton Kiwi as well as Dani Denova on the socials. Today, as well as many days before this one, I've been playing San Leon, the Dhampir Barbarian, who has a sun sword, which is ironic. That's me.
Wonderful. Hello, I'm Dani Sheher, and I play Silva, our Warlock Genasi, who also uses she, her pronouns. And yeah, that's me for today.
Hello, my apartment alarm test is about to go on in any second. So say,
Let chaos reign.
I'm Damien. I play Reginald. I'm waiting for it to go.
Bomb, bomb, no.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. Yes, I'll do the Indigenous announcement in a minute. So I'll hand it back to Hope very quickly.
Hi, I'm Hope, the Dungeon Master. We're ready to go. That's me.
Hope sound.
I don't know. Are we...
Let's do Hope sound. Yeah, let's do Hope sound.
Okay, we're going.
We're hoping sound. Intro, go.
Through chaos, fate is calling. Your dreams are haunting you.
Okay, a recap. Last time, through a series of tests, the Misfits made it into Myth-Draenor. They made their way through the beautiful yet empty city, and Kotatar had a bit of a life coming to terms talk with a tree, and then they found the door to the dwarven dungeon, but it was locked and had magic seals on it, which Nira quickly took care of, I think it was. And then they had to chase a goose to get the key, which didn't last as long as I wanted it to.
You're welcome.
They made it inside only to find that there were skeletons everywhere. It was hard to walk because there were so many skeletons. Silva made quick work of everything by talking to anything she saw. Learned some pretty good information, the most important being that the forge is on the 3rd level below. They walked on, came to a 3-way stop, or a 4-way stop, I suppose, with three ways to go, and they decided to go forward, which led them into a big cavern with a army of undead just ready to eat. And this is where we're going to roll initiative.
I figured you might say so.
We can't just dance through here. We gotta fight.
We're gonna talk to him, you know? We're gonna
You
talk to him
do
with my
see
belt.
Dance battle.
a big stone double door on the other side of them at the end of the room. Just throwing that out there.
That's DM for run.
Through the hole.
Okay. Coming around, yes, on the other side of the horde. Coming around for initiative, starting with Sen.
I rolled a 6 for 20.
Sounds about right.
Kotatar.
I finally beat Santa Initiative, 22. It took a natural 6 to do it.
Reginald.
21.
What is it?
21.
21.
Yeah, Reginald too. Let's go.
David.
Big
I
brain on
finally
Brad.
remained consistent by going after all of them. 12.
Both or
12.
both.
All of them. Yep. Everybody in the club.
I got an 8, a 19, a 19.
19.
Oh,
Nira.
Rolling
Damn.
very high.
Damn.
yeah.
16.
Oh
13
my gosh.
Plus 3. Woohoo.
Amazing. Okay, let me put this in order for a second. So I got Kotatar first, followed by Reginald, followed by Sen, Leon, followed by Silva, followed by Nira. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah, Nira, followed by somebody else. David. Okay. So, are we on the map? Do you want to switch over to the map, Reginald? Damien, thank you.
Reginald Damien,
So,
yes, I will.
you guys are in this big room. You see two giant stone doors in the middle back of the room, behind this army of undead hordes. Undead. And we're going to start with Kotatar. What would you like to
Hi,
do?
that's me. So as we walked in and we started to see them do their undeadiness things, are they like about to like what is their like they look like they're about to like just charge forward? Like what's the situation there?
They saw San Leon's light go out,
Sure.
and they heard Silva say, "I don't think I can talk to these
Yep,
guys."
sure did. Sure did. I remember that very well. That is how we ended.
and they have all their attention on you. But
Right.
it is very dark in here, so really you might not be able to see this.
Well, here's the thing about that. Celion turned his light off. Kotatar has not turned his off.
Your crystal, is that what you're using? Is your crystal?
Mhm.
It's
Yes.
only going to get you about 10 feet of dim light.
Oh, I figured it was itty bitty, not that itty bitty. So, as a kind of more so hearing the noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just says to everyone, I can attempt to inhibit most of them from moving.
Yes.
And he takes his hands and you see them begin to like go in front and forward him, and he flips them over and like pushes them up towards the ceiling. And below our feet, it begins to slowly quake for just a second as several roots shoot up out of the ground. He's going to cast plant growth. In a 100-foot radius centered on right in the middle, this swirling like tornado of roots begins to all up and around them. And for every 4 feet of movement, they must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot that they go. I.e., if they got 30 feet, they have to use 120 feet to go that far.
Okay. Is that an action?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought that was a 10-minute thing.
There's an action variation. There's an action variation and an 8-hour variation.
Okay.
So this is an action. And so that's his action. And I could probably create a diameter of what I mean in a minute. But bonus action wise, let me just check one thing. Oh, I know. That's exactly what I'm going to do. He's going to begin to charge forward, and he's going to disappear. You see Kotatar go off into the darkness, and it's not just the darkness that like envelops him. He completely disappears. He's going to use Nature's Veil to go invisible for the rest of his turn. It lasts until the top of my turn at the beginning.
Okay. Have you moved forward?
And I'm going to go ahead and use my entire 35 feet of movement forward.
Okay. Are you getting caught in the plants?
So I'm going to do the math of that really fast. While people go, my intention is no. But we'll see how it goes. Just so I can.
All right.
How much of the terrain is now plant growth?
100.
Like all of it?
Diameter.
So
I'm gonna draw it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd set it around the middle of the guys.
It's pretty much gonna fill the room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not the full room, but as you can see, Kotatar to the Undead Horde is 80 feet.
Well, I thought it was a little longer than that.
If you use your ruler.
Let me just verify this really fast. Okay, cool. So actually, it's a little longer than that than I thought it would be. That's fine. Let me check something because I think what I did was I went across. Yeah, I did it across because like across from them is 120 feet, 20 feet. So,
it's a radius thing though, right? Like what's
it'd be I think it's a hold on.
If it's a 100-foot radius, that's 200 feet.
Look, let's get to the root of this.
Shut the fuck up! I hate it so much.
San Leon, grow up.
Sure.
Yeah.
You got to plant one of them.
Anyway, well, I already committed to it. So, it's essentially going to center like kind of right behind, like that's center. I'm sorry. The top of it is like right, like essentially I'm keeping the last line, the last 5 feet next to the door completely like out of the plant growth is essentially the intent.
So if that's 100 feet, that will reach exactly to you. If you're letting the last 5 feet to the door, that 100 feet takes me right to where you are right now.
Fair enough.
And that's a radius thing, or that's the diameter?
Radius.
That's a radius.
100-foot radius means that's a 200-foot diameter, which
Okay,
will completely fill the room further than the room is.
cool.
We won't be able to get
No.
out if you do that.
Except for
Is it considered difficult terrain?
Yeah,
yes.
a really bad, difficult
It's
terrain.
4 feet
like
of movement
extra
for every
difficult.
1 foot
Okay,
of
cool.
movement.
So then never mind. Okay, I did not
Quarter
plan as well as I
drain.
thought I would. Okay, cool.
Can
Then
you
I'm gonna.
simply put it further back? Like, why?
We'll be in it.
You'll be in it no matter what, no matter where you put
Okay,
it.
cool. All right, we're gonna switch something to something else here. My bad, folks. I did not
Nice.
think about the
Rewind
100
the tape.
slash
Rewind the
200
tape.
time. So we're gonna switch it up. Something a little less aggro, I suppose. There it is. So, but it's actually probably gonna still end up being the same thing. But I'm going to focus and actually move over to the left-hand side of the room, and there is a long line. This is a long line. Kind of clasps his hands together, and there's this large gust of wind that shoots out towards them. I'm gonna move up just so I can show this a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, I did not think about going first, so this was not my strategy here. Sorry, folks. How do I? There we go. So I think I'm over here. Cool.
Yeah, that'll be about it.
Yeah, cool. And then ruler, quick ruler check here. Actually, shit, I'm not far enough. Hold on. We're getting somewhere, I promise. Actually, okay. So in that case, yeah, I'm not far enough to do this just yet. So I'm actually going to move forward. I'm just going to fire 2 arrows at the one on the far right side.
Cool. What's your range on that?
A billion. Like
A billion?
a fucking
Cool.
lot. Like
Okay,
150 feet.
Okay. Just let me know which one you're trying to attack.
One on the far right.
Okay. Undead Horde
So,
6.
27 to hit?
Blue. Hits.
18 hit.
Hits.
And I rolled terribly. That's okay though. 3 times. So that's 14 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'm still gonna do that invisibility thing.
Okay. So Kotatar disappears after shooting 2 arrows at this one creature, or I guess at this one horde. The arrows disappear into the horde and strike something, but you can't see quite what it struck, because it's just this like moving horde of skeleton undead. Okay, anything else? That was it?
No, sorry about that, folks.
But that was a note?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
Okay,
sorry that took so long.
it. Okay. Reginald, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move myself, not the map. Why are you doing that? No. No.
You have to go into token browser.
Yeah, token browser, and then you can click on your...
Wait. Token browser. Right. Gotcha.
Oh, feel bad. I forgot to.
Give me myself. Yes. Okay. Hey, there we go. Thank you. I'm gonna move into my full 30 feet of movement about there,
Yep.
center of the map. I'm going to just kind of yell to everyone, stand behind me. I'll be a target, and I'll cast Giant Smite. So I'll go full Giant Smite, so I am really a target. And I'm gonna hold my action and wait to see what they do.
What would you like to hold? What are you gonna hold your action till?
If they move, essentially if they move towards me, I'm just gonna either melee or range attack, depending
Okay.
how close they get to me. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Anything else?
That's
Just
it.
gonna hold your turn. Okay.
Yeah.
This undead. Right, we'll move. Oh, it helps if I grab that. They're 30 feet here. And
About how many are in each horde?
6.
100.
600. So, right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, okay, so 30 feet forward and is going to hold there. That'll be their turn. That'll be their turn. Okay, Sanleon, you're up.
Okay. How much is a square of movement?
Yeah, the squares are hard to see. They're really the tiny squares are what are 5 feet. So you see a big square that's actually 10 feet by 10 feet.
So
You
It
can
also
use your
helps to like
ruler.
drag the
Yeah, if you
ruler
u-
out 30 feet.
Yeah, if you use your ruler to go 30 feet, you can basically make it up to Reginald.
Not if I dash.
Not if you dash. Then you can get up past the
Okay,
green
I'm going
horde.
to use my. Let's see. Yeah, I could do that. It'd be a bit reckless, but maybe. What's life without a bit of reckless behavior?
Do it.
Okay.
I did an extra 5, so I'm going to use that, hope, just so you know.
Okay.
So, I can't grab my person now. Token browser. Okay. Sanleon is going to look over all that and go, all right. Just lights his sword again. Is going to go use a cunning action to bonus action dash.
Okay. That'll get you up to the first horde.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And as he's doing so, goes sort of mockingly. He says, "You give undead a bad name." Although, do undead have a and start attacking? There's about 6 of them in the horde. Did you say?
A 6, yeah.
Okay. He's going to take a swing. He's the only one up to the horde, so should be able to just. Yeah, that should be fine. Cool. So he's gotten up to the horde. So Reginald, you just see like a woof, go past you as he takes a swing. Which. Oh goodness, come on. To see my stuff, please. Thank you. All right.
I think it's fair to say if any of them try to attack Sanleon, probably that'll be a trigger for my action, I think.
Oh yeah, your trigger was supposed to be when they move forward. You want to take that action?
Why not? Yeah.
Okay, do it after Sanleon finishes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. A dirty 20.
Hits.
Cool. So he's going to two-hand the sword.
Okay.
And do like a sweeping action across, sort of
Awesome.
raking across with a radiant weapon. That will be that. Of course. It's just one of those days, isn't it? So that's. No, hold on. 25 points of radiant damage. As he just cuts across in a line. He has 5 feet of movement left. So with his ability to just kind of get out of dodge, he's just going to step back 5 feet. So
Okay.
he's sort of just hopping on his feet and goes, "Come on, men! Come on!" at Sundered Horde.
As you swing your sunblade through this horde, you slice right through 3 of them, and they're just like look down at their torso and just, go, and like just fall to the ground,
Crumble.
just a pile of bones.
Amazing.
And the other 3 still stand. Nicely done. That definitely hurt. Anything else?
No, I can't use the bonus action to range or nothing. So for once, if you swing at him, he's going to take full damage.
All right. Horde number 2
Horde now.
is going to.
Am I doing my attack now?
Oh yeah, do your attack. Yeah,
yeah.
go for it. Yep.
All right. So I'm getting my longbow out.
Yep.
And I yelled to San Leon, clearly actually doesn't know what each of the numbers mean, but he goes, San Leon, don't worry, I've got your 11. And then
As you say that,
God.
Sam's just like cuts through, goes, come on! What?
Reginald got a Reginald. So I need you to tell me, Hope, does a natural 20 hit?
A natural 20 will hit.
Well,
Do
naturally.
that necrotic damage.
Naturally.
Yeah. What did you roll?
Oh no.
Wait, no, it's a bow. It's a bow. So he's
It's
fine. It's not his sword.
Okay.
I think it's critical damage, isn't it? Yeah, so 15 plus a giant strength, so that's 20 piercing damage.
Okay.
That's for the first hit. My second hit, because I get 2 hits, because I'm awesome. 17 hit?
17 hits. This is with your bow still?
Yep.
Okay.
So I get 2 attacks.
All right.
And that's an 8 piercing damage on that one.
All right. Anything else? That should be.
That should be
everything
it,
there.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Now this Undead Horde 2 is going to take its 30 feet. Actually, sorry, it was here. It's actually going to take its 30 feet through, and it's going to go through this other Undead Horde, and it's going to go right through and circle around San Leon. So now, San
That's
Leon,
30
you
feet?
are. They're dashing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they can't do anything else, but they're now on top of you.
Now it's a party! As he's sort of like swirling around.
Okay, that was Undead 2. Silva, you're up.
Yeah, so let's see here. I'm going to just start running forward.
Okay.
Can I grab my, there we go. How do I, okay. And I'm just gonna, kind of run about like 30 feet this way. And so, boop.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna, as I'm running, like draw my hand along like the air, and you see like the stones on the ground start to like vibrate as I pull them up, and we'll shoot an eldritch blast with those stones and flaming energy towards the one that's surrounding San.
Okay.
So that'll be a 13 for the first one, and oh my gosh, those are such bad rolls. A 14 for the second.
The 13 misses, the 14 will hit.
Okay, so that's gonna be 15 points of force damage, and then I'm gonna add a 4 points of bludgeoning from my feature.
Okay.
And that will be it for now.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. This third Undead Horde is going to take its 30 feet forward and hold there. Nira, you're up.
That's me. Okay. I totally have prepared what I was gonna do. How high are the ceilings? I'm on my broom, aren't I?
Mhm.
Did I get all that? Okay.
I
Perfect.
don't, yeah, sure, you're on your broom.
Yeah,
The
I
ceilings
remember
are
that.
probably 20 feet high.
What are these? What are the stats on that thing? It's not in my magic items. So it's a flying speed of 50. So if I action dash, I could not make it. I still won't make it. I'll be
Yeah, you'll be close
close.
though.
5 feet awake.
Yeah. So Nira's up on your broom. You go. If you're gonna go up the 20 feet though, that's gonna.
I've always been up 20 feet in the air. I'm gonna 100 feet in a slow
What do you mean?
upwards
Amazing.
angle.
Okay, I'll give you the upwards angle, but that means you can only make it 80 feet. If you use the
Closing all the
hypotenuse,
way.
we're doing the hypotenuse.
Geometry, baby.
Physics.
10th grade, 9th grade geometry.
Okay,
Amazing.
I get to here,
Amazing.
so I will action. That's the wrong one again. Action dash. On the
Okay.
boom gets me here, and then bonus action. I have those. Sorry, there's a cat on my lap, and it's really hard to change pages on my tabs.
First world problems.
What can I do?
Now you're doing a bonus,
I
you
haven't
said?
done this yet. Yes.
Wasn't your
I haven't done
dash
this
your
yet.
bonus action?
No,
was an
action,
action.
was dash because I'm not a rogue.
Oh.
I have to use my action to dash. But as I pass above this horde, I will
Yep.
use my bonus action. You can use some help, Sanleon. Here, and I'm gonna throw a piece of paper at you that slowly floats down, and I'm casting spiritual weapon. That as it gets closer,
You can
to
cast
you,
Richard Weapon?
I can cast spiritual weapon now. I took it as my extra spell that I could take because I don't.
That's
have a lot of good bonus
incredible.
Actions. And so as it floats down to you, Semyon, you see it start to spin, and it turns into like an Elder Scroll fire, and then it turns into like a bow, and then it turns into like Reginald's Machiac sword. But as it gets close to you, Semyon, it turns into the same sword you have, and it's gonna fight beside you.
Nice.
That
And
is
it's gonna take a
awesome.
swing at the guys
Incredibly
next to you.
well described.
Let's go. Yes, it was.
Figure the first time I have to describe it well, right? And it takes a swing for a 21 to hit.
21 will hit, yeah.
Okay, and that is 9 points of force damage.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. I was like, you can do it.
Thank you, Nira! As he bows, even though he's surrounded by 6 people.
This undead horde 4 takes its movement to completely surround, and what it's going to do is it's going to go to where Nira's is and climb on each other to then reach you. So that is
I think that's hilarious.
all of its movement, and it's going to try to attack you. It can't grapple you, luckily, because they have to split up to
I
do this.
hate that.
Spooky, scary skeletons, tentables down
Here's
his
like
spine.
no.
You hear that xylophone stuff like.
It's just a skeleton band in the corner.
The mariachi band of skeletons.
Okay, that's a 24 to hit.
Of course that hits.
That is 16
can't-
points of bludgeoning damage.
Can I do a reaction?
Sure.
You
Runic.
used your reaction, I think.
Runic.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
didn't. I held action.
What the hell? That's
Held
your
action,
as your
okay.
reaction.
Is that a reaction?
To trigger your action, yes.
Never mind then.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay, 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And it
Okay, that's
cannot
fine.
grapple you. Okay,
Excellent.
and that is its turn. Okay, that brings us to David.
Okay. David is going to take a step forward, but he stops dead in his tracks, but like kind of an ethereal looking version of David pops out still, and it looks kind of like angelic, and it goes over David, and basically they occupy the same space and wings shoot out of it. David will fly 20
In
feet.
this-
Dragon.
Oh, 20
Ball.
feet. Okay.
It's my
Are
dragon
you
form,
trying? Are you
baby.
trying to fly into the air or just straight forward?
He's just hovering off the ground
Okay.
for now.
Okay.
Cause 20. Oh yes, I guess I have 20 feet of. No, whatever. So I'll move 20 feet. Meow. Token. Call it there. And then seeing this horde. Let me just make sure. on this spell. Cool.
You would see
On the
the
ground it says.
silhouetted
Good.
backs of a bunch of creatures because there's a big bright light in the middle of one of them.
Oh, yeah.
So a 20-foot cube, and these are the edge of this is 20 feet away from the edge of this, which
We
is
can't
20
see your
feet.
ruler, just to let you know.
I know, but I know I'm gonna draw it.
Okay.
So, from here to
Okay.
here.
Yep.
To here
Okay.
to here
Nice.
to here,
All right.
and everything in betwixt. So David's gonna reach out towards Nira, and in that cubed area that touches all three of these hordes, starlight is gonna start to shoot up from the ground, and the earth under it is gonna start to shake and rumble and erupt.
Okay.
So I'm casting
Dang
erupting
that.
earth. I need all three of those hordes to make a Dex 17 save.
Ooh. Let me see.
I think the Tower of Zombies should have disadvantage. They're in a tower. One guy.
Yeah, doing that.
I feel like that's
It's
fair.
like, that's...
Or at the very
worried-
least, if they fail, they should
worried
topple over.
xylophone noises.
They all fail horribly.
You're telling me a bunch of undead don't have high Dex?
They are not dexterous.
Got it, buddy.
Except for that rare monk
enjoy.
undead over there.
Luckily, he's
enjoy
the man,
that.
so he's not in the fight.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, ooh. 23 damage to all three hordes, each one.
Okay, let me do some math here really quick. 23.
Oh, math.
David did some damage.
We did a
Look at him.
good job.
Okay,
Starts with D. David starts with D.
the first undead horde, the stars just erupt through them and they break apart, and the entire undead horde one is gone. Okay, then you said that's on horde 3, takes 23 points, and then number 4 takes 23 points. Anything else?
Well, the
That is
question
also
would really
Full
be,
terrain now.
yeah, you got to imagine that horde topples over, though, right?
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
absolutely. Yeah, they
Wow,
can't reach
okay.
Nira anymore. And actually,
so
in
they-
fact, they lost 2. So therefore, have they lost 2? They've lost like 1.5. So they probably can't reach her again.
They're undead. So
Oh, okay, that's
Like that.
good.
You have a crawler
I
down.
don't think I could ask for more.
Okay.
That square is difficult terrain.
Yep. All right. Undead Horde number 5 is going to take its
Mambo number
60
5.
feet to
Jesus
surround
Christ.
Reginald. And then number 6 gets to go, and also going to, let me just get my ruler out to make sure. Coming out to be, can reach Kotatar.
Can't see me.
Okay. Oh, can't see you. Okay, well, it can reach Silva.
Sorry, Silva.
It can't see her?
But however, comma though.
Suddenly, you hear all of these undead, almost in unison, like they have the same mind, screech. And it is deafening to you guys, and I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh man, I'd rather not. All right.
Is this a frightening or charming effect?
Yes, it is.
Natural
Is it a magic? Is it a
Oh
magic?
my god!
I get advantage. Excellent.
It is.
Hold on, let me look at my feet. Is this again? Is this magic?
Yeah. No, this is, well, it's an innate.
Like an ability?
thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an
then I
ability.
wouldn't. Okay. Is it a little animal? Is it a little animal this size?
I'm
Just looking at my feet.
It is not.
Ooh, boy. Even with
11,
my
a
good
3, and a 2.
wisdom.
Okay, so I got a nat 1. Kotatar, what'd you get?
I had advantage and I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 4. So it's 9.
Oh, wow. Okay, David fails. Nira,
18.
you pass. Silva,
Oh, thank you.
22.
pass. And Reginald.
With advantage, I get a total of 3.
Oh my
Wow. What is
So-
happening?
Reginald, Kotatar, David, and Sanlian, you are now frightened. So disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls,
Yep.
and you cannot willingly move closer to the source of the fear, which you guys are all pretty much in it. I don't know what that means, so.
I just can't move.
Well,
I could run out of
what
this
did it-
swarm,
what
I just
did it-
can't run.
It
I
emanated
think
from
you're pretty
Undead Horde
much
6?
stuck.
It emanated from all of them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wait, did David fail?
Yeah.
Did you add a D4?
Oh, that's right.
I'll use
Yeah.
a charge and you can add a D4.
Silvery
Does a
box.
12 make it?
It does not, sorry.
Would a 15 have done it?
No.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have done anything. God.
Okay.
But I appreciate. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I need to remember these. That necklace.
Kotatar, you're up.
Yay! I promise this turn will go faster than the last one. Because I'm just shooting at the thing in front of me. And it's kind of like as the fear sort of like encompasses his mind as he tries to like shake it off, and he just goes with what he knows. And the sort of the 10 foot of like almost like bluish like light that's coming from the crystal is almost quadrupled by the purple starlight that surrounds him. It uses his planar warrior ability to surround his bow with this force energy and fires 2 arrows at Undead Horde 6.
Give me a quick intelligence check.
At disadvantage?
Just
Because,
regular.
Oh,
Yeah, just regular intelligence check.
cool. That's a nat 11 for 11.
Above average. Silva is in that horde. There might be a slight chance you could hit her.
He's going for it
Just-
anyway.
It's
Go for
fine.
it anyways. Just throwing that
Yep.
out there.
Yep, no, I appreciate it. Let's see. So he trusts himself and thinks that Silva trusts him as well.
That one.
I know, right? No, fortunately not. That's a 26 to hit.
Hits.
And it's a disadvantage. 320.
Hits. I need you to make 2 D6 rolls.
6, 5.
One of those arrows hits Silva.
Okay. Which one?
Your 6. The one that rolled the first one you said, so therefore the first one you rolled.
Wow. This is gonna suck, Silva. Because that is all the planar warrior abilities
Ooh.
added to it. So
Oh no.
as it fires in your general direction. Let's see.
General direction.
Actually, I didn't roll. I rolled not awfully, but not amazingly either. Actually, I rolled really low in general. That's 13 points of force damage to you.
Okay.
And then 9 points to the bad guy.
Okay, that's onward 6 and sorry, you said 9?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Anything else?
Can't move forward or backward, right? Oh, still where I am.
You could move backwards if you wanted.
It's like, backwards towards where we came in. No, I'm good.
Either way, or back towards the side wall. You can't move forward towards the horde.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm staying where I'm at.
Okay. Okay, Reginald, you're up.
All right, so attacking with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, Reginald's gonna scream out, grab his big sword, and say, "We have to move forward." and he's going to smack the hell out of these things.
Okay, let me know if it's necrotic or radiant.
Will do. Rolling with disadvantage. That's a miss. Rolling with disadvantage. Does a 21 hit?
That hits.
Excellent. For where did my d6 go? Is 6 points of radiant damage.
Hey,
How much?
Radiant damage.
6.
All right, nicely done. So it's really gonna. All right, so you slice through. You said that was 6, so that's gonna slice directly through one of them, and your radiant damage just shatters up the spine of this undead horde, and it kind of combusts.
Action surge.
Okay.
Now we're really gonna smack him.
Now we're cooking.
Hopefully.
Do you roll each swing
Yeah.
or per turn?
It's
Each swing, I think.
Oh my god.
What,
Uh,
disadvantage? Yeah.
Disadvantage. Ugh.
Oh no, I meant the wheel and woe thing.
11.
Or wax and weed.
misses.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not good. No. So that was a whole bunch of fails.
Oh.
That was a lot of failing, and not much- I'm
Kotatar
going.
Reginald's no good, very bad day.
Yeah.
Aw.
I'm gonna activate on my palm my storm rune with my bonus action, so I'm in a prophetic state for 1 minute.
All right, and what does that do?
You will find out on reactions.
Okay, got it. All right. The undead one is gone. San Leon, you're up.
All right. Senlon, being shaken by this, instinctively goes into a rage. In the middle.
Right.
So it goes, and you see him rage. He roars outwards, and is going to do a wild, reckless swing. It's just in a spiral in the middle.
Are you attacking with disadvantage, or?
Just no, it's reckless, so it's just straight.
Straight roll.
Well, you're
But
attacking.
does
you're-
rage break fear?
Not for me. No. It can if you are a berserker.
There's a certain tone. Yeah.
But I can't remember the exact. I think it might be berserker or frenzy or whatever. But no, not for me. But because I am no longer attacking at disadvantage, let's see. 29 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so I still get that. Good. The cost of people doing advantage to me, but that's fine. So we will do that. Right, I guess. That. Which is pretty good. So that's 27 points of radiant damage as he does a wild swing, almost like a whirlwind,
That-
sort of curving around.
That was radiant damage.
Mhm.
So
27 radiant. So he's kind of in a wild rage now because the fear hit him, and he goes and just swings in an arc.
nice. As you swing around in an arc, you slice through quite a few of these. A couple of them kind of like do that like C movement where they like create a C and kind of like suck in their stomach as your sword goes around, and you've taken out 1, 2, 3 of them.
Don't call her a
So-
barbarian.
3 more, so that really leaves just like 1.5 left. Anything else?
Because of the state he's in, he's not going to move. He would normally.
Yeah.
But in his kind of addled state, he's going to stay where he is, and he's going to, after the spin, he's going to whip his head to the 2 remaining undead, and that's it. That's his turn.
All right. Does an 18 hit you?
Yes? Question mark? I can't remember if I've got that weird thing. We'll say yes for now.
Okay, yes. So now you are 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and you need to make a
Halved.
Make.
And
What
then
is
also I'm going to
that?
use uncanny
Strength.
dodge.
I
So
need a
that will be...
Strength saving throw.
What's half of... So 15 would be... We're rounding up or down? 8?
Down.
We'll say? Down? So
7.
7. So then that would be... What's half of 7? So we're going rounding down again.
3.
3 points damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And then make me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. And I have advantage on this because I am in a rage.
Yeah. Okay. I think saving throws are still good. Okay.
That's one. So 17.
Okay. You are not grappled. And that will be its turn. Moving on to Silva.
There I'm being swirled around with all of these this horde right here. So
Yep.
I'm gonna say, don't touch me! And I'm going to burst out in flame and cast Fire Shield.
Ooh.
Nice choice.
Nice.
Nice.
That's going to be good.
Yeah,
Is this another new spell reveal?
it is, I think.
Nice.
Mhm.
It is.
I think so too. I think so too. April.
I'm
Silva
now
just does
sitting-
magic now, guys.
Right,
No,
I
it's the
just
first time.
magic now.
I got it. I'm noting it. It's in the book.
Reaction right down.
Hell yeah.
And use my action, right? I will shed bright light. It's shedding bright light in a 10-foot radius, dim light for an additional 10, in case that matters. Yeah, this is gonna be a warm shield. So, we'll see what happens if they hit me.
So does it do any damage?
Not yet. It will though.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, it will.
It will. It will if they hit me.
All right. This Undead Horde 3, the red one, is going to walk through this difficult terrain and merge with Undead Horde 4 and then continue to climb on each other.
That's stupid.
Nice.
Get
not,
to Nira.
not fusion, huh? No.
Oh.
That's not how this works.
So they can't do anything when they get there, though, because of the difficult terrain?
Let's do the math. So it was 30
It was 29 feet away. It was about 30 feet away.
1 foot.
So they'd have to
you
dash just to
are-
get there.
You are correct. So they can't do anything.
Ha
They're there.
there, tower.
Good catch, David. All right. Nira, you're up.
Goodbye. I'm going to the door. That's not the wrong thing again.
Goodbye.
I can make it to.
Yeah.
I think that is an op attack.
No, because they're not high enough.
No, because they didn't make the tower.
They
Because they didn't
couldn't-
have enough terrain.
Oh, you're right.
This is why I asked.
Don't by the
best.
DM.
And then I'm gonna use my action. Is it an action or free action to open the door? Try to open the door.
It's an action.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
Give me a strength check.
I don't want to.
So strong.
Give me the.
Use that
Wait.
dragon strength.
Would I have used Mage Hand to do this instead? Nah, it doesn't matter.
You know how have advantage on that check, April.
I have advantage on that check.
I activate my storm rune to give you advantage.
Nice.
Yeah.
First one's a 2.
Oh gosh.
Cool.
The other one is a 16.
Okay.
You
Cool.
muster up all of your strength to
Dragon.
pull on this door,
Fucking
and
Nira.
you fall back because it just doesn't budge.
No.
Yep.
I
It's one of those,
It's like a little loop-de-loop in
feet.
the air on the broom.
like your feet are on the
Looney
door
Tunes.
when you're doing it. You're like
Yeah,
pulling it,
yeah.
your feet are on
Yeah.
the door. So it doesn't matter.
I'm trying to use my broom to go fast to like drive away from it.
We hear
Just get a little more speed. She's gonna Reginald!
Nira, yes. Yes, Nira.
Door!
Door? Yes, I see a door. What about it?
And she's just gonna keep pulling on it.
Okay. I'll try to be there as good as I can.
Surrounded by zombies.
Yeah.
Little Blizzard.
The one with the no strength tried to do this. That was a bad
Yeah.
idea. I should have given the broom to Kotatar. But bonus action, the spiritual
I don't have
weapon is
strength
going to hit
Oh, yeah.
Someone with Sandleon.
Okay,
Hey!
Does a 25 hit?
that hits.
That is 9 more points of force damage to whatever is around Sandleon.
Your sword, which looks exactly like Sandleon's sword, swings at these last few and takes them out, and that is the end of this horde. All right, anything else?
Action, bonus action. That's all I can do. She's just like
All
pulling
right.
the door still.
Undead 4 is now gonna chase after you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
realized that was the downside. Is now I'm at their level.
Yeah,
This was a horrible.
that's.
I needed it. I
fucking-
needed it. I need a big person. I need a big person.
I need a big person.
Undead 4, clean up on aisle door.
That was actually my favorite one. That's
Does a 22 hit.
Yes, of course it hits. I'm squishy.
Take 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
We know that's gonna go well. Natural 20.
hey!
Not me, bitch.
You're more like it's less like strength and more like "Hoo, hoo, hoo, hoo. You can't touch me.
Can't touch it. Can't touch it.
Okay, that is its turn. That was number 4. David, you're up.
David doesn't like seeing that horde. But he knows that Reginald is gonna be what is needed for this moment. So the wings, he kind of drops back down to the floor a little bit, and the wings come in, and the form shifts into the Kotatar above him with a bow drawn. And while that is happening, David's kind of going down, and he draws the little disc of constellation and throws it up in the air, and it's going to land right above the horde on Reginald. And you're going to see a window into another world, and there's a moonlight that's gleaming through, and a beam shoots right down. And I'm going to just hit the edge of the horde so that Reginald couldn't possibly be... Like, he's basically trying to, like, carve open a hole for Reginald to run through.
Okay.
And I will cast Moonbeam
All right.
at
Pretty.
a higher level. We're gonna do Moonbeam at 4th level.
Okay.
So I need a Con 17 deck save. A Con 17 deck save.
They fail.
All right, 4d10 coming their way of radiant damage.
Oh, radiant damage. Oh boy.
30 radiant damage.
30 radiant damage. Oh shit. All right. Yeah, you
Dave is not
literally-
playing round.
Your moonbeam comes out and just you see some of the skeletons just go "Ah!" and just kind of disintegrate. And anything else?
Is there now like a hole that of like
Yep, there's absolutely a
path to-
hole. And
Reginald,
my
get to
pencil.
Nira. And then for my bonus action, Kotatar will shoot an arrow.
At
Sorry,
Silva.
No, I don't.
At Silva.
Silva.
Shoot another arrow at Silva.
Yeah. No.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I guess Kotatar would be
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Try to shoot at Reginald's.
Well, what is the thing that would happen if you got hit only to the attacker or just getting hit? Like, would you blow up a little if you got hit? I don't know. We'll find out maybe. I'm
Let's
sorry.
find out.
Okay, do your attack.
That's
out.
all right. If Kotatar would miss, David surely couldn't.
Yeah, it's opposite.
Dragon.
Well, to be fair, I hit. I just hit too good.
I'm just trying to see it.
Target.
I hit the bullseye. The bullseye just happened to be Silva.
Okay, so it's a +9 to hit. 11 to hit.
That misses.
And hits.
But I need you to roll a d10
Yep.
or a d6.
Yep.
attacks.
Yep.
2.
Okay, you're fine. It just goes wide.
And I will.
I just love that happens right in front of me too. That's so fucking fun.
Hey, look, an accurate representation of an inaccurate Githzerai.
And I'll start moving.
What the fuck is this combat? Honestly, what the fuck is this?
And that is my turn.
All right, Undead 5 is gonna go. Even though there's a hole, they're still gonna reach for you, Reginald. Does a 15 hit?
Meaty beady.
No.
What'd you say, Reginald?
Meaty beady, yeah. Hits.
Oh,
You have a
Okay.
15
Never heard
AC?
beady.
meaty beady. 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
Lucky I'm.
Wait. Damien, please
I
check.
thought your
Your
AC was
fighter has a
higher than
15
that.
AC
Yeah, in giant form.
in
You
giant
don't get
form.
any extra AC for being in giant form.
No, it's because I'm using my big sword rather than my little sword.
Oh.
But
I
you
get
wear no
heaps-
armor?
Yeah, where am I? I should be right. I think my dex is quite low, maybe. Anyway, I'll look later. It hits me. So what I gotta roll?
Yeah, you're wearing a
Strength
shirt.
saving throw.
Strength saving throw. That's 12.
That that was a 12?
Hmm.
With that, don't you get advantage with your giants?
Yes, I'm awake.
It's okay, we're here for you.
And I rolled a 12 again.
Oh my gosh.
Damn it!
Reginald, somehow these undead have dug their feet into the ground and are grappling you. This giant form. What is left of them? Okay. That makes sense. All right.
He stands convincingly.
All right, Silva. Silva does a 13 hit.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
No, wait,
Really?
wait. Hold on. Before that,
No, it doesn't. Sorry.
Okay,
14.
nice. Okay, all right, then nothing happens. You're like, oh, your fire, oh, they miss. But your fire is enough to keep them like, like a vampire.
But skeleton.
To that.
Yeah. All right, Kotatar, you're
Not
up.
all blah blah blah.
So seeing his arrow, like I don't know where he hit Silva at, but he's just kind of like growling under his breath. He's again no good, very bad day. And hold on, and he raises his hand, and right above your head, Silva, right above the fire shield, you see a little flying like Githzerai just kind of float under right above you. He's gonna cast Healing Spirit at second level and heal you for 1 point of this is not my fucking day, guys.
Everyone puts a good berry
I'm
in them.
straight up not having a good time.
Is
Neither am I.
I'm not
Githzerai just
having
like
a good time.
It's Reginald and Coach.
Oh, I forgot. It's plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which makes it a 6. Thank fucking god.
That's cool.
Jesus Christ. And I'm gonna, and he's just like with a grimace. He's gonna fire 2 arrows at the feet of the fucking thing. And, oh, by the way, is there a way like is there like a saving throw, like a return, or is it just a effect that happens as long as they're here?
Oh, yeah, you can save. Sorry, Reginald, you
Okay.
can save too.
Okay,
cool.
cool.
Me
Oh,
too.
yes.
What's
Was it
what was it
wisdom?
again?
It's a
wisdom
wisdom
saving.
save.
I got a 15.
Great.
Oh wait, hold on. Plus a D4.
Yeah, plus a d4.
I got a 19.
Yep, you are no longer frightened. Kotatar?
23.
I
You
should
are no longer frightened. Reginald wasn't frightened, right?
No, I was.
roll a wisdom save,
Oh,
right?
you were.
What was
wisdom-
Yeah,
the
wisdom
target?
saves.
What was the target?
the DC?
For what?
What did I?
What did you get?
I
Wisdom save.
got 13.
You are still frightened.
God damn it.
Send them.
15.
You are still frightened.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for that, you guys. Reginald, you are up.
Nope.
You are crap. Oh, sorry, you're
So
still
hold
going.
that thought. So that because I was asking about the wisdom saving throw before I fired 2 arrows into their feet.
Oh, okay. It's supposed to be at the end of your turn.
So then I would have attempted to do it at the end of last turn.
Oh.
Well, I just rolled. I did roll both attacks at disadvantage if it's any consolation. So
Okay.
I just haven't told you what they are yet. I'm pretty confident I did because the lowest I rolled
let's go for
was
that.
26. Yeah.
Yes. Let's go for that.
Yeah. All right.
So
That's
make sure you
easy.
roll 2d6s. They're both gonna hit.
Yep. 6, 3.
Yep. One hits Silva again.
Heyo.
Luckily for me.
You called
Yep.
6 first.
Yeah, I did. That's exactly what yeah. So 8 points. 8 points to Silva, and 12 points to bad guy.
Okay. 6. Okay, 12. 30. Okay. Okay, anything else?
I don't want to do anything else.
Reginald, you're up.
Oh wait, hold on.
Actually,
I'm so sorry. Wait, before you do that, Undead Horde 5 attacked Reginald, right?
Yes.
Before that happens, you need to make a DC 17 Wisdom save for them starting their turn in my Moonbeam.
A what? Wisdom save?
Wait, no, I think it might be different than a Wisdom save. Con 17.
Oh, con 17. Oh, the con is great. That is a 19.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, they half damage. I'm sorry, half damage. Sorry again. 31, half of 31, 15 radiant damage though.
Okay,
to that horde.
15 radiant to horde number 5. 15. Nicely done.
They are dead?
What was the question? They are not dead. They're bloodied is the correct term.
I lied. I did want to do something before my turn. I did because I haven't used any of my movement.
Okay.
I'm going right up in front of it.
Okay.
Right towards it, and just looking.
Sounds
at
good. All right, Reginald, now
Closer
you're
to
up.
Silva to hit her easier.
Get your swords out. Get in there. Go on.
I do take my swords out actually, but yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
Attacking still with disadvantage.
You are grappled, yeah. Still with disadvantage.
Double disadvantage.
No, you're good. Just disadvantage.
First one misses. 14 hit.
No. Meets it, beats it. All right, you got it. Go ahead and do your damage.
All right, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna smack this thing. It is radiant damage. Phew.
Ooh, nice.
12 damage plus my giant's might. 14 damage. Wait, still counting. And activating my fire rune, which does another 2d6 fire damage. 17.
Woo! You fill yourself with your giant strength might, throw your sword through all of them, and they all explode. You are now not
thank
grappled. You are
God.
free. You can take them if you'd like to. Let me get rid of
Am
that.
I
King
still
Crumble.
frightened?
You are.
Yeah, I think
You are
so.
still frightened. Yeah.
I will. Oh, hang on.
You
is
can
that
move
an action?
here.
Wait. What is an action? Damn it! I can't do that. All right. Now the problem I have is because I'm frightened, I can't actually move closer to any undead horde, can I?
You could move diagonally to the top right corner. That'll get you somewhat. Well,
It moves towards.
yeah. I feel like that's fine. If you wanted to move
Like there.
away,
Yeah.
yeah, like up there. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Okay, anything else?
That is it.
Okay, that was Reginald. Leon, you're up.
Standing there just as the spiritual weapon is cut down, two of the remaining, skeletal warriors, I would assume, holding his sword out, just about to attack them. He just kind of lowers it, looks over to Silva and the horde around. How many are left?
For 6, about 3.
3, okay. In that case, he's going to go here. Reckless attack, so he's going to do 1 pirouette and then another leap, sort of almost Witcher style, cutting toward that lot. Again, reckless. So that's...
Difficult.
Huh?
I love that so much.
I love that so
I was like,
much.
that was definitely
Sorry?
Nothing.
Oh!
Reginald, good point, Reginald. You can make a wisdom save to get out of being frightened, and if that is a pass, you can change your
Oh, I can
trajectory if
do
you
another
want
one
to.
now. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, at the end of your turn. So yeah, okay,
Oh,
go ahead,
end of
Leon.
turn, end of turn.
27 to hit.
That hits.
Cool.
Take them out. Take them out.
Roll
But
a
also
D6.
Silva's there. Silva's there. Roll a d6. Roll a d6.
This was a sword.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
she is in the horde.
Well, roll damage first, because I'm in the middle of doing that. It's
Yep.
sneak attack, by the way.
this is gonna be fucking. This is hot. Not hot.
So that's 28 points of radiant damage, and I'm going to roll a d6.
Sorry, Hope. It's me and Sam are gonna kill Silva for
Didn't
you. You're welcome.
realize that, otherwise I wouldn't have done it. But cool, I guess. That's
You
a
wouldn't have
2.
known, right? Because I
You're
certainly
fine. So you go in, you like just run up, you slice your sword so expertisely around Silva, and these things explode. You've completely
My
killed out
God. So I
undead.
just cut them and just like if I wasn't raging, all you just see is just this of hair and coat, and just looking at you going, "Are you all right?" And then just looking at the 2 arrows, and then just looks at Kotatar, goes,
Don't want to talk about it.
Silva's just like, what the fuck just happened?
looks at you, kind of goes, as if it's like, we're going to talk about this later, and then is going to use bonus action to dash.
Okay,
So that's
you should be able to get close to Reginald.
yep.
Okay, is that it? So San Silva, you're up.
Yes.
So that's me. So he just nods and then just starts sprinting off.
Oh, Reginald, what did
to-
you get?
And that's it.
He got a 14.
Failure.
Oh yeah, fail.
Right at the top of your turn, Silva, you gain 10 points of healing.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Like almost as he says, I don't want to talk about it. Like you're the like one of the arrows like falls out of you.
Incredible. I'm gonna move 30 feet here. And then so yeah, she just doesn't even, just kind of blinks for a minute at Kotatar, and then just shakes her head and turns around and runs off in the other direction. Slight flames flickering off her body as she's running this direction, and we're gonna, swoop up some earth and throw a couple more eldritch blasts towards this bone pile.
All
The
right.
first one is gonna be a 25 to hit,
Ooh, that hits.
and
Yeah,
then
sure
the
will.
other is 24 to hit.
They both hit.
Yeah. The first beam does 13 points of force. Oh yeah. The second does 15 points of force.
Woo!
And then we're adding another 4 bludgeoning damage onto that.
All right.
That's the turn.
You have taken out more than half of what was there. They are still bloodied, but close to mortal. All right. Ooh, anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Undead 3 is still on top of Nira and going to attack. Does a 13 hit?
Of course it does.
Really?
That's my armor class.
Oh man. All right,
Wait.
17
man.
points of bludgeoning damage. I
You're
didn't
too
want
far
it.
for me to help.
Are you the wrong thing? Can I Silvery Barbs that?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, do that again, but
Okay.
worse,
Oh,
please.
that is a 9.
There
Yes!
you go. Well, you don't want to hit her anyway, right? So there you
Yeah,
go.
it's true. Give your advantage to somebody, and I'll move on.
My advantage is going to go to who's next? After
You are
who's after me?
David.
I think I am.
David, you get advantage.
Hey, all right.
I know how my spells work.
It's
One of these days.
But
Okay.
it's not this day.
All right, so Nira, you're up.
So they missed me.
Yep.
If I try this door again, they're just gonna attack me again. How far is that? That's 21. How big of a radius is this? It's only a 10-foot radius. I am going to cast Shatter
Great
on
choice.
Horde 3 in front of me.
I thought you were gonna do it on the door. Wow. Okay.
I guess I could do it on the door. I'm afraid that they're gonna hurt me. I don't want to get hurt.
Okay, fair enough.
Valid.
At third level,
Okay.
6th
I
level.
need a
Shatter.
Constitution save.
Okay.
17. That's what I should have
That is a +4. 14. They fail.
said. It misses.
What?
You needed a 17, so you take 20 thunder damage.
Ooh. Okay. Anything else?
Bonus action, the sword that was with Sanleon is going to spin in the air and fly towards Horde 4, and it hits
Nice.
them, and I'm going to stab them in the butts.
Do
All
it.
of them. Oh, I don't think I did it. That's a 10.
Oh no, misses.
Well, it bounced off one. It's sitting there now.
All
Action, bonus action, that's all I can do.
right.
Someone help with the door!
Oh, really? You want help with the door?
Nira
Undead
yells.
4 is coming.
Thanks! Thanks for your help, 4! Wait, my movement! I go 20 feet up in the air!
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's really funny.
That'll be an op attack.
Fuck! Yeah, you know what? Go for it.
Okay, that's a 15 to hit.
It's an up
That
attack with
hits.
disadvantage, though.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
activating my.
Oh, disadvantage. That's a 6. They miss.
Doesn't hit. I'm up in the air.
All right, you're up in the air. Now this horde comes and starts to climb. What's left of them?
Come on, I've kind of killed some of those. They can't do
Let me do the math. Let me do the math. All right, we've got 3 and 4. That's 3 and 2. If let's say they're 5 feet. 5 feet times. What did I say? 3.
4.
3 and 2. Wait, 3 and then 2. That's 5. 5 times 5 is 25, so they can reach you.
One of them's only 4 too.
Oh,
One of those corpses is like is a halfling.
oh gosh, it's a 19 to hit.
I've used my reactions. I'm sorry.
13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wait, it's a new turn. Silvery barbs. Do it again.
Yep.
Oh. 8. They missed.
Silvery barbs, right?
Out of here.
Redemption.
Attack
my
somebody
God.
else. Leave me alone. You were doing good with Silva.
Okay, David, you're up.
Where are they?
Okay. Well,
You can move your moonbeam. Oh.
I know I can move it 60 feet,
Oh.
Not enough.
and they're 75 away.
Oh, that's so close. You should probably do it anyways, but
Yeah, then that's my action.
oh yeah.
And I'm so far away. All right. To what extent is Nira is Nira in the middle of these?
Oh yeah. She's above.
Oh, she's above them again.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Wonderful.
Nira, do you want to give that advantage to somebody?
It's me.
Oh, well, no, I had a second
The
one,
other
so
one.
I'll give the second one to
Oh.
Silva.
Okay. All right, David, what you got?
I got something pretty good.
All right, let's do it.
Including the door.
Okay. I like this. I like where this is going.
Howard kill.
Media swarm, you know, media swarm.
Starlight comes up from the bottom,
Yes.
and the
Do
earth
it.
below
Another
them
Another
erupts.
one.
Let me
Okay,
see.
that's one horde. That's
Don't forget to
con
let us
save,
know it's
right?
difficult.
Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec before you
Go do it.
before
go do
you roll the second one. Oh no, I'm too far away. Yeah, I'll just do
I'm
it at the third
difficult.
level. So third level erupting earth.
That's a con save.
No, it's Dex 17.
Oh yeah, Dex.
Not for a lot of
yeah.
damage.
They both got a 3, so do your damage.
So it's only 12 damage, but also that door is part of the ground shake.
Okay, let
Why
me
did you say it
do
like
a.
that?
Shake it off
All right,
its
let's
hinges.
see. This door is pretty strong. I'm
But
gonna
what
give
about the
it-
ground under the door?
Or the walls
I
around
mean,
its
the
hinges are out of shape.
erupting, the erupting part, I would
Is the
think would
ground
hit the door.
underneath is the ground is
Yeah.
shattering and shifting and breaking, so
Yeah,
maybe that door is not
Um,
as sturdy.
I'm gonna.
Oh, it says here too on the
It's gotta-
spell, all doors are instantly defeated.
I almost clicked you.
It says not destroyed, defeated.
Wizards would never make that spell. It would be too
Man.
powerful.
Why weren't you here when we needed you last game? We needed that instant door defeat.
Oh, I've also got the
Your-
spell Charm Goose. Wow, I should have
Your
been here.
erupting earth digs in through the door, and the doors begin to crack, but they don't break completely.
It's
All
a
right,
Anything else?
yeah. So my bonus action, Kotatar is gonna try to make another shot.
Okay.
I love it so
Nira's
much.
above, so that's good.
Here's above. I took that
Yep, I
into
got you.
consideration.
Nira
Okay,
is 20 feet in the air.
21 to hit.
That hits. Which one are you trying to hit?
The one. I mean,
3 or
they're all
4?
one horde now. Whatever has the less.
Okay.
Whatever one's gonna die from it.
Okay, you got
So
it.
2d8 plus 5 radiant. So that's 13 radiant damage.
Okay. You see this horde explode, and the
Now they can't
ones
reach
on
Nira.
top that are trying to reach Nira just go ah! and hit the ground. I'm gonna give them some bludgeoning damage.
Hell
They're
yeah.
gonna take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Love that for them.
And then I'm gonna run 25 feet up and say, "Don't hurt my friend."
Okay, so that was Undead 4. So let me see. Oops, that's Nira. This is 3. I need 4. Okay, anything else?
No, that was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, that was pretty good. Kotatar, you're up.
So the immediate source of his ire frustration now resolved, ironically, by Silva. He looks at the healing spirit, which is right in front of him. Take care of her. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the healing spirit over to where Silva is.
Okay.
And you get another 9 points of healing.
Oh, thank you.
And you're welcome. At the same time, he's going to use his 35 feet of movement to get about right there. Which is bam. And as he's doing that, he's firing 2 arrows into
Silva.
Undead off outside the door. Yep, firing at Silva, right. 20 to hit
Hits.
and 28 to hit.
Hits.
For a total of 22 points, between about 22 points of magical piercing damage.
22. All right. This thing is mortal. It is. They are falling apart. Anything else?
That's movement, action, bonus action. That's it.
All right, Reginald, take us home.
So I'm still at disadvantage, yes? Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
you
wisdom
are.
save. I forgot to do that.
And you can't get closer.
Yep.
Oh, damn it. I can't.
Okay, Sanleon, get ready to take us home.
Reginald's gonna be like, oh, I can't get closer. Sorry, Nira. It reminds me too much of my mother. These skeletons.
Wow.
Oh, the skeletons. And then
12 save.
Nope, can't get closer. I don't think so.
First, I'm gonna attack with the longbow at disadvantage.
Okay.
No, I know what I can do. Never mind.
They both miss horribly.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm gonna try the save again, yeah?
Yep.
My god, this has not been a good day.
Damien, Kotatar, very, very bad day.
Very, very, very bad day. Oh, and I failed the wisdom save. Yay!
Oh my gosh. All
I'm
right.
cowering in the corner.
Sanleon.
Hesitant to get closer because fear. Instead, going to use a it's one a few times. This is actually just something you can fucking do, which is great. I'm going to use steady aim
Okay.
as a what are they called? Special action. The special, nice, fun actions that rogues can do. And cunning action. That's the one. Steady aim. He's going to grab his sunblade, and he's just going to go and just throw it almost like a fucking frisbee toward the
I love it.
creatures.
So this will have to be. Oh, this will be a disadvantage.
Nope. Just normal.
I'm pretty sure if you throw a melee.
Steady aim makes it
Oh, steady aim. You
advantage.
got it.
So it just
Yep.
cancels out.
Okay, cool.
So with that, that'll be 19.
Yep, that hits.
Sweet.
I love this so much.
Okay, and then also that one. All right, so that's 32 points of radiant damage as it goes. And just yeah.
Just gonna let you know the thing only had 12 more hit points, and radiant does double damage. So tell me how this thing explodes.
All right. Zan sort of running toward it. I'm a flavor as he's just not quite fast enough to get there, but he sees the creatures attempting to reach for Nira and looks up at Nira and goes, "Can't have that." So he goes and throws the sword, which goes almost at an arc and just carves through the torsos of the remaining undead, and then as it hits the wall, going, it just goes back to his belt.
All right. And all of the undead are dead again.
Master Skywalker.
Silva, how much are you down right now?
Honestly, not much, like 6 points. Don't feel bad about it. It's fine. I'm fine. Just
Nope.
leave me alone. Don't touch me.
You're-
It's okay.
You're at max.
I could use 7.
Okay.
I could use
Like-
7 if you're doling out free.
Yeah, I still got another like 11.
Don't forget about Nira. She's probably
I'm
dying.
gonna run to
Oh,
Nira.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm down 32.
I'm gonna run. Are you on the ground or in the air, Nira?
I'm
Yeah.
still in the air. If everything's dead, she'll slowly start coming down.
I'm gonna just hold out my hand and touch your little pinky finger, and then give you 10 healing.
Thanks.
Lay on hands.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Nira, you see, and so that as it like this flying Githzerai is like in the air, like cartwheeling around you as like your wounds are being kind of sewn up, and then cartwheels over to Nira, and I'll use 2 of those pulses to put you up another 22.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Max healed again.
All right. What would you like to do? It is quiet.
I'm gonna run up
In the door.
the door, just open the door.
Okay.
Mind the terrain, y'all. It's a little difficult.
Okay. Not easy.
I don't have to
It's-
touch the ground.
San Leon, you make your way to the door, and I want you to give me a strength check or
He's still
athletics.
raging, so he goes.
Yep.
Breaks his
and roars outward. He's going to do that. And was it strength or athletics? You say?
Athletics is
Okay.
or I think I made Nira do a strength check, so do a strength check.
Yeah, strength. Okay.
Athletics is.
I mean,
Athletics, I would have done better.
I mean, as the giant, I probably should have done this. But anyway.
That's a 24.
This door already cracked. You begin
Never
to
mind
pull
then.
it, and it just breaks and crumbles as you pull it, and it
So-
is wide open.
Were there handles at all?
Yeah, there were handles.
Okay,
They're
so I
big
just rip
stone
both handles
handles.
off and just go, and just like you see it blast back behind me, and I'm just breathing heavily. My eyes shoot toward Nira, and for a moment you see a beast as it starts to calm down.
Nira locks eyes with you, but does not look away scared or anything.
Okay.
That was infuriating. He'll walk up towards the door, and his little healing spirit will kind of like fly over and like go to high five him, and he'll just kind of look at it. It disappears.
That little Githzerai goes home to his partner and is just like, my boss is such a prick. I'm always trying to be so. He won't even give me a high five.
He makes me earn his high five every time.
He never talks to me anymore. Never talks to me.
Save his friend's life, and he's like, get.
Yeah. I invite him over for potluck, and what's he do? He's like gallivanting around with his
Never shows up.
never shows
Such a
up.
prude.
Ay, ay, ay.
And we
The Macchiato guy, though, he's all right.
What would you like to
Totally.
do?
Yeah, we're
Go through
yeah.
the door.
I'm cool with
All
going
right,
through.
you guys are going through the door,
Yeah.
and I really hope that this works because.
Oh.
All right, you guys see before you. Please let the fog of war be there. Okay, it is. You are in a very dark
Ooh, it's so tiny.
tunnel. Yes.
Okay.
You have to zoom in quite a bit, and you can
yeah,
go
holy
back to
shit.
the map page, Damien, if you want. It is extremely dark.
Well,
My
we've
sword's
got my
still lit.
moonbeam for at least
Are you carrying your moonbeam through the
Well,
door?
45
My
seconds.
my shield lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Nice.
With that gives you 10 feet.
Do you want? Do you
20
want 30
because
foot
it's 10
radius bright light?
It's 10 bright and then an additional 10 dim, I believe.
Okay, so you guys can see 20 feet. We're not gonna super measure this out, but basically
Not
as
yet.
you move forward, I will reveal.
Okay.
So
I would hold
Alright.
off on the sword because that is like a beacon that we're here, and this is just a little bit more contained.
Ah,
We got a few levels
You're
down
right,
to go.
David. I'll keep it stowed.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I'm
Am I
so
in your
sorry.
way?
Excuse me.
Wait.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel
you guys are so
Okay.
cute.
Oh
You're
my
so
god, we're
little.
so cute, so cute.
Oh my
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm gonna go on a run.
Which way would you like to
Wait,
go?
which way?
I got her. Wow. What is happening? I guess we're going this way.
We go
I think
this
we
way.
come in. I guess we're going this way. Wow. Oh, April.
Look at that. That's crazy.
You guys
Follow
see
the walls in the game.
I don't know about this statue, guys.
Touch it.
you guys see a giant statue. It's a large statue of a dwarf. In robes and he's in armor and he's holding a giant axe. And there is dwarvish writing on it. I don't know if any of you guys speak or
I do.
I do.
Really?
Is it goblin?
I think I do.
It's dwarvish.
I don't.
It just says
I thought I
his
didn't.
name and that, bravely protected us in time of need is basically what it says.
All right. Yeah, it just looks like it's a since you guys can't read this, let me translate it. It looks like it's kind of like an honorary statue for this hero or something. He died protecting people.
What's his name, Silva?
DM, what is his
DM.
I don't think you said.
No, I didn't.
Bingus baloney.
It's Grigor Melhorn.
Grigor Melhorn?
Melhorn.
At least that's, the Genasi accented way of saying it. The dwarven way is a little more guttural, but I'm gonna sound silly. If I try to do
Greg
that.
Orr.
Greg or
My name's Greg.
Or-
Melhorn.
Is there anything behind it, Hope? Behind the chat, like right here? I don't know. Ping.
Either do a perception check.
Okay.
Can I also investigate the area?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, Jesus. That's 32.
19 investigation.
You both don't see much. There's not much here. You do notice that the statue, while it is made of stone, it has some gold foil or gold inlay of it, just kind of to embellish it a little bit.
I don't know why I decided to think about Grochschlager in this moment. But anyway, let's move on.
Okay, back to the hallway.
Okay, give me a second. I have to get my fog of war back.
Let's take our
Our
time.
two squishy casters are running away.
Kotatar is like, why is it?
Oh my god, you guys are going faster
This
than
was
I
such
can
a-
get rid of.
This was such a beautifully bad idea. It should not be this fun, though.
Wait, that's not
Look,
me.
That's a door.
Hold on, hold on. I got this.
Misty step.
Everybody. What an absolute.
Don't give us toys to play. That is the lesson.
Okay, what's in this room?
Okay, which way would you like to go? This
What
is
was
a
it?
door.
Yeah.
It's a
This
door?
is a door.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a crappily
I'll go through the door.
Mind me.
I'm going through the door. Yep.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing that.
It is unlocked,
Ah,
and you're able
whoa.
to go
Ooh.
straight
Oh, this is
through.
cool.
There's another door. There's another door.
Silva, I think they're leaving us. Oh wait, Silva left me.
Honestly,
Wait,
Nira, at this
before we
point,
keep
we just
going-
gotta follow the crowd. They're just going.
Hold on. Everyone, wait, before we go, I want to
We're already
actually
gone.
check for some traps and check to see if there's anything. Is there anything noticeable? And then Nira, do you want to take some time and put detect magic on? Maybe.
That would take 10 minutes, and I don't. We haven't stopped for more than 2 seconds.
Right. Do we want to
Barely
stop in
2
this little
seconds.
butt? Do we want to stop in this little butt?
Well, we.
Looks something like something else, but anyway.
It really does.
Are we gonna do we need a long rest? Anytime soon?
I'm
No.
good.
Okay, then I
Where
will
do we
spend 10
sleep?
minutes and cast detect magic.
You guys sit in this little alcove. It is quiet. The air is kind of stuffy, and you guys know that you're deep underground. You've gone down another level, and you guys sit there for 10 minutes while Nira casts detect magic. Your detect magic is now up for how long? 10 minutes?
I don't think
An hour? Something.
I should know this by now.
During that 10 minutes, Kotatar has not stopped moving. He is like either pacing back and forth down the hallway, moving up and around.
San
Yeah,
notices
10
this
minutes.
and goes, Kotatar.
What?
I don't know how to say this other than sometimes we have a bad day.
When was the last time you had a bad day?
Do you really want to answer that? Do you want me to answer that question? Because it's going to be the majority of the last.
Have I ever asked you a question without wanting to know the damn answer to it?
Fine. Fine. Last bad day I had was today, yesterday, day before that. Pick a pick.
Then how do you delineate?
Delineate.
And what's a good day? What's a neutral day? What's this a day?
Good day is when I don't receive bad news, don't actually hurt a friend. A good day is when I get to practice things that I enjoy without having to worry about my damn family breathing down my fucking neck.
That explains why you have a lot of bad days.
Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to say is no one blames you. Sometimes mishaps happen. You fix the mistake completely. So just take a breath. Be in the moment. Realize you fixed it. And then continue onward.
Considering the last bad day that I had was the complete annihilation of my people, I suppose this is, they say it here on the material, small fries in comparison.
I don't know what fries are, but regardless, yes, exactly. And we're all still standing, and we carved through Undead, and now we're in a hallway, potentially with traps. So in this moment, we're all standing, we're all fine. Moving forward. Alright?
I would just rather not have any more of these weird, loud, screaming things. Happens every time.
Why is it always screaming?
Seriously. You're dead.
Let's
What do
check
you
the
need to
traps
scream
out.
for? And he just walks like.
I don't know.
He just
It
walks
worked though, I guess. It unnerved us. I'm pissed.
Apparently.
Are you pissed? I'm
I'm
pissed.
so very pissed.
Yes, I'm so pissed.
Pissed. Fuck.
Guys, your yelling isn't helping us.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
added
sorry,
5
sorry.
minutes. God.
Messed up the last line. I gotta start all over again.
David's just knitting in the hutch. Like, I had the best day.
Yeah,
Incredible.
great.
I think Reginald's just talking to Silva about his very, very bad day in terms of hitting things and just saying, I need more practice.
Oh. She's like, yeah, you do. You really do.
I appreciate the honesty.
I love them so much. What would you like to do? It has now been 10 minutes. Your detect magic is a 30-foot radius around you, and you don't sense anything.
Hey guys, we got 10 minutes. We gotta hurry up. Quick, run to the hallways.
right,
I'm gonna
opening the
run through
door,
halls of
opening
this
the door.
dungeon.
All right, this door is also not unlocked, or it is unlocked. You guys find yourselves in a very small room, and it seems to be empty, but you look up and you see a ventilation shaft, or like a grate, that you can feel cool air, just fresh air coming through. And now that the door is opened, it's just going.
This
into
fool's
the
got
halls.
AC, y'all.
This is the best dungeon ever.
I'm taking the king size bed.
The bathrooms in here have
how-
duvet
how-
or have
How
bidets.
big is
Cheeseburgers?
the vent? Is it kobold sized?
Yeah, they're
Question.
pretty big.
Yes,
I don't have a map for the vents. So
I think you have
Again,
a week to figure it out. Nira's going to the vent.
I'm not surprised at all.
I guess since it's
Uh,
been less than 10 minutes. Damn, my form's gone.
Aw.
Okay. Nira, you're going into the vents?
Is it possible?
Just
can try
set
to
spinning
pull-
blades up
pull-
there.
Pull the vent.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
if
I'm
you
gonna
want
try to go
try to
up there.
pull it.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a athletics check or something if you fly up on your broom. The ceiling's only probably about 8 to 10 feet.
16 athletics.
That's enough. This thing is kind of old, kind of rusty, and just with a little bit of a extra force, the grate comes off.
Oh, I forgot. When it does it and all the soot goes like going down, I'm gonna prestidigitate a little bit of dirt on Reginald's shoes, and I'm gonna crawl into the vent.
Can I make a
Nira crawls-
perception check on that?
Nira
I'm doing
crawls
it in the
into
dirt
vent.
cloud.
What would you all like to do?
Okay.
Well, shall we? I suppose.
Sileon, can you fit
Yes.
in there? Up
Did-
there?
Can I?
'Cause
I
know
would
you can,
say
'cause I know you can walk up there, right?
I can.
it's big enough to fit. I think everybody at one at a time. I think they're quite big. It's bringing air from the surface down. So
Well, I walk up. I walk out to the edge of the ventilation shaft. And I look at Kotatar as we've just started to sort of calm down. Yeah, it's all right. We're on track, and I say, well, there's one way to vent, I suppose. And I go in.
Oh my god.
anybody else?
I thought it was funny.
All you see is like a little Nira's butt kind of wiggling through the vent.
Kotatar just looks up. We really don't have to worry about his family if I kill him. And he misty steps up.
Okay, we've got 3 people in the vent. What else are you guys doing on the ground?
Can I just?
And
Sorry.
as he's really quick, he spins around, like even in kind of motions towards 50 feet of rope and
Drops
throws it
rope.
down. Yep.
Okay. Guess everybody's going up the vent.
I was gonna do
guess
a
so.
quick search of the
Are
room.
you still
Just like
giant?
I made you a map and you guys go up.
It's okay. I got
Should've
an
gave us a
idea.
bit.
got an
Should've given us a
idea.
bit.
Give me a hole, I'm gonna crawl into it.
100%.
Okay. All right. Is anyone not going in the vent? Are you guys gonna climb the rope?
I was going to say like I wanted to wait and then
Yeah.
ask them what they saw in the vents.
I'll wait too. I'll search the room.
Yeah.
I'll
there's-
wait till
There's
just to
nothing
make sure
in this
that
room.
it's safe.
You guys on the other side, you go through a ventilation, like you go, it's kind of a straight shot, except for one that goes like way up, and you can see like it would probably go straight to the surface. You would need to kind of chasm climb it to
Gotcha.
get up. But you find yourselves coming out. Wait, why isn't this? Oh, I need an eraser. Over here in this room. And there is a door here, and there is a door here.
I sort of, because I assume it echoes through the ventilation, not sort of rejected. I just say, don't know if you can hear us, but it leads to another room.
You
Do we
guys
see
can give
these
me a...
green things? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, those are just crystals that are illuminating, kind of like Kotatar's crystal, just kind of illuminates the room. Give me perception checks, the 3 of you that are still back in the room.
That are back in the room.
Yeah, where you are, David.
6.
6.
This isn't gonna be great. It's a 0.
Wow. Come on, David.
27.
27.
There he is.
David is
Hell yeah.
listening intently to make sure they're okay.
Reginald Silva
And you
playing
hear,
cards.
yeah, you hear that what they said.
I look at them and go, they're all dead. And then I climb up the rope and say, come on.
Reginald
Silva and Reginald just
doesn't
cross-eyed,
get it
like,
and just
as
goes,
that was all
dead.
happening, like,
They're dead.
Okay. What would you like to do? If you guys want.
I giggle as I climb up the rope and join them. Hopefully Silva knows enough that was a joke to get Reginald.
She's shaking
to
her head,
realize.
just absolutely like he would react much more violently if that was true. And
Right.
the climb was a
Hope I
fail.
lost
Sarcasm.
myself.
Oh, no.
You just
Okay.
fell through.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Oh man, it's
Okay, there
so
you
funny.
He took a wrong turn in the vent.
Oh my god, that was
It's
funny.
like you're actually back. You're back in limbo.
Okay.
I need to investigate those
um,
crystals.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
I'll join you.
Good, because I got a nat 1.
I did not. I got a 23.
Yes.
Kotatar, this is oddly similar to the crystal you
wonderful.
have. They just illuminate the room in a nice soft glow of green and blue. So you have 2 doors. What would you like to do?
Shall we go north?
Quick question before we commit to it. No, like the crystal here, is there like a sense of like newness to it? Like, is there dirt on it? Like dust, aging?
Definitely dust.
Okay, cool.
Definitely bits
Okay,
of
cool.
dirt and
So
just
it's gonna-
settledness.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Just making sure. That was one thing. Why don't you take one? Looking at Reginald, why don't you take one door and I'll take another, and we'll listen in and see if there's anything on either side.
Gotcha.
I'll go to the one that Reginald's at because I know that his perception's terrible.
Okay.
And I'll also
Kotatar,
listen.
you're gonna
Everything's terrible
That-
today.
Nat 20.
nat 20 for what?
He's back. Perception.
Where are you going? What are you
The
perceiving?
one to the north.
I was at the north.
The
Oh,
you
then
are-
the one to the
the
south.
south.
Southwest.
I mean, it's a door.
Yeah, I'm just,
You perceive a door.
the concept that I was explaining to Reginald was to listen in, like, to the door to see if there's anything.
Listen.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
you don't.
the door doesn't say anything. to you.
Kotatar, you hear a little hum, little of something
Yeah.
kind of magical. You can make that
Okay.
deduction with that 20.
I do the same on the other door, but I roll an 8. So I'm like, hello?
You don't
No,
hear anything.
hello?
Well, that's why David's there.
Okay, David, go ahead. There
16.
you're up to the door.
Not great.
Yeah, you don't hear much on that door.
Nira,
Huh?
there's a humming coming from the other side of this door. Can you see if anything picks up magically?
Which side are you on? Are you which door?
Oh, I
Listen.
need to physically move me. Sorry. More
There.
here.
Nira's gonna lean against the door. If she hears the hum.
Yeah, now that he's pointed it out, you can hear it.
Does the detect magic?
Goes through walls.
So it 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, lead, or 3 feet of dirt. If any of that's in between me and
You just have it's like a wooden door, so I guess that'll work. Do you know exactly what type of magic it is?
I'll know the school. Yes.
I'll give it to you because I can't remember what school this is. It's transportation. It's whatever is. It's the transportation school.
The city bus is on the other side of the door.
The city bus.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
The city bus.
The School of
Seeing that,
Comptrolling.
I just might. I guess Nira's gonna try the door.
The door is unlocked, and
Alright.
as you
Nira's
creak
gonna go
open
in the
this
room.
door, you have this tiny room,
What kind of rings?
and what you can
Whoa.
detect as a little transportation portal thing.
Mhm.
This little portal thing.
Well,
If we have
we're
another
us.
10 minutes,
David jumps
I can try
in.
to identify it.
I'm just kidding.
God damn it!
I'm just kidding.
You're if you jump in, I'm dispelling magic on it.
Yeah, what would you like to do?
Is there anything around it, like any items, like around the room? at
No,
all?
it's pretty clean in this room. It's the only thing. It's just like a tiny pedestal thing that you would step onto, and it is glowing actively.
It takes you
Thanks.
somewhere.
So the question is, are we going?
Well, I mean, there's another door. We could try the other door before we just jump onto a random magic
That is
spot.
true.
Like, this could take us literally anywhere
That's
in
true.
any universe, or it would take a while for me to figure out where it takes us.
Sure.
I think with another 10 minutes, I might be able to identify it, but that still
Right.
is an iffy thing.
Sure.
Kotatar's just hungry for portals.
Okay.
It's my
Wait.
favorite terrain. No.
Kotatar,
Yeah.
speaking of, can you see anything special in your special vision world?
Not today. I need to rest after after the
never
last
mind. Okay.
You said that like you just didn't feel like it.
Not
today.
today.
Fine. Don't see if this is weird.
I've been hanging out with Silva too much. I just,
I'll open the other door.
The other door is unlocked, and you find yourselves in another long hallway, and there is a door to your left.
What's to bet that hallway leads to the other one we just came from?
This is just a series of long hallways, isn't it?
Then should
There's
we
a
just try the portal?
We could try the portal, it'd be fun, right? Unless you
Try the
want
portal
to
then?
the first time.
check everything else before. I think we should use it. I think let's take a leap and have some fun going through
Nira will
portals.
take
okay?
the leap.
All right.
This time, Nira's going in the portal first.
Nira goes in first.
I'll
Nira,
join her.
everyone slowly goes through the portal. You end up over here. If you guys can see that. Zoom, zoom,
Not bad.
Shoot.
And as you guys arrive,
Oh boy.
you see a room. Some albino displacer
That's awesome!
beast. We will roll
That's
initiative next week.
Oh,
That
that's
is
so
where we'll
awesome.
stop.
I'm so happy about this choice. I love them.
Oh no.
What a
Is my
perfect
moonbeam
ending.
still up?
We surprised them, right? It's a surprise round.
Good job, everybody. That was an amazing episode. Thank you,
What
everyone
the
who
fuck
watches with us
was
live.
that episode?
Hope knows our
Thank
weaknesses,
you, everyone who watches
portals.
on YouTube. Everyone who watches or listens on our podcast. We appreciate you.
Good game.
I had so much fun tonight.
Yeah,
Thank
me
you,
too.
everybody.
If this was
We
your
will
Cheers for our
see you
sharpshooter.
next week.
If this is your first episode, I'm so sorry.
Here's how I picture it.
I'm not.
But bye.
David and Nira show up and they're both like quiet. Like,
My friend, I see you've changed your face. My friend, what game you played today?